Projection in a map. What is projection? Before that, let me recall the main points which we discussed. We discussed different kinds of maps prepared in different periods. Mahabharata period, ancient Indian period, then the Britishers period, uh, and Babylonians, Sumerians. In this way, they prepared maps showing the world. Greeks to prepare the map. Today, we discuss what is a projection in a map. So here, projection in the sense showing a map with some distortion, with some distortion. Look at here, it is the map of world prepared by Gerardus Mercator. Who prepared? Gerardus Mercator in 16th century. We know that our earth is in a spherical shape. Here I am drawing spherical in shape. That means earth is like a ball. So when it is in the shape of ball, that is a spherical shape, it is difficult to show the continents and their shapes on a flat paper. Map is drawn on a flat paper. Continents, countries, all these are much larger than a piece of paper, right? But we are able to show world which is very large on a single piece of paper. So how it is possible? It's possible by reducing the size of the places and their shapes. So the reduction, that means the distortion. Distortion means it is reducing the sizes and distance between the places, and preparing a map is called projection. Okay. Gerardus Mercator, he prepared a device with that he tried to show the shapes and directions of the continents by their distortion in their size. And that method what we call Mercator method. Which method? Mercator method. Understand? Look at here. See, it is the sailors when they travel on ocean, they need maps showing the correct directions and shapes, who are called sailors who travel on ocean. So sailors need to have a map which show correct directions and shapes. Why it is required to show the correct shape? Because sailors wanted to land at a place where it is suitable to them, so that they could identify the landmarks. Is projection, that is prepared by marketer, so that it is also called a marketer's projection. Today still we are using marketer's projection for showing the world. Okay, so here is the map showing the projection prepared by marketer. Dear students, look at here. What do you see here? A world map. Then what is the distance, what to call it, between Africa and South America? This is Africa. Let me circle it. Africa, this. Huh? And it is Europe. How much distance is there in the map? You could find here, what to call, below 1 centimeter. So does it accurate distance between Africa and Europe? No, its distance is very long. Some thousands of kilometers distance is there, Europe and Africa. So how it is shown here? Reducing the distance, the actual distance, into very small. This is one point. And second point, you see Africa continent is very large, but we have shown on this world map in a small size. This is Africa. So does the Africa is in this small shape? No, I do not. That means we reduced the shape and size of the continents, okay, by following a method that what we call scale down method. Scale down. Okay, what is scale down? Actual distance between two continents, actual shape, actual size are reduced, and that method what we call projection method. Who prepared this projection method? Mercator. Gerardus Mercator prepared. Who? Gerardus Mercator. So it is called Mercator method. Understand? In which we find distortion. That means miss some is not correct. Some incorrect method is used to show the continents, its shapes, and the distance among it. So these maps are very essential. Which maps? World maps are essential for travelers, that is sailors, who are traveling on the oceans. You know that Europeans have started colonizing the world in 16th century. What is mean by colonization? Huh? There, any one nation establishes their political domination on other part of the world is called colonization. India was a colony for Britishers. They ruled us 200 years. They colonized us 200 years. Then what is exploration? Exploration in the sense searching which is not known. So in the early days, many of the people don't know what is there in this world. They wanted to know the unknown world to them. So they took explorations, that is searching. Okay, so colonization, exploration, and military use. They used what? Military power to identify the unknown places and colonize them, right? So for all these things, for colonization, for exploration, what is needed? Map is needed. So they prepared maps instead. So when European powers, they colonized entire continents like North America, South America, Africa, Australia, Asia. They wanted the climate of that place, what are the crops which grow there, and what are the mineral resources available there, and how are people living there. See, here European powers, they wanted to occupy the rest of the world, which they explored by going on oceans. Okay, so they wanted to know how the climate is there in that places. So for this purpose, in the 16th century, they sent scientific what to call expeditions, scientific expeditions, in which map makers also present, okay, and others people to explore different parts of the world and prepare world map. Understand? So scientific expeditions started in the 16th century. Which century? 16th century. Instead, Europeans have started colonization. Okay, so these maps helped. Which maps? World maps, where it is shown accurately using the latitudes and longitudes instead to identify a place, and that maps used by the Europeans instead. So here these teams, which teams? The teams which went on oceans, in which map makers present and scientific expeditioners also present. They fought in their way when they entered into the interior of the continents. They crossed mountains, deserts, rivers, and collected the information. With that information, they prepared the maps, and such maps helped for establishing colony and ruling over them. So when Britishers established their power in India, okay, when they established their power in India to make maps very accurately of India, they established a department that is called Survey of India. Survey of India. Now, where is the Survey of India? It is in Hyderabad. Understand? So, this Survey of India is a department. This department work is to prepare Indian map showing everything in detail. That means where the minerals are there, where there is a plain, where there are plains, where there are deserts, where there are mountains. This is essential. This information is essential for them to exploit India and to use the resources of India. So, for this purpose, they established a survey of India to conduct a survey of entire India and to prepare maps. And for this department, the General Surveyor General James Runnell James Runnell was appointed as Surveyor General of Survey of India. Survey of India. Understand? So here, this person, James Runnell, he prepared one of the first survey of Indian map based on the survey during the British period. Okay, third map is slightly varying with the current map of India, but we find much more similarity. Instead, which one? Much more similarity. Look at this. This is the first India map prepared by the James Runnell from his survey. So, how is India at that time? Compare this India map with the current India map. So, can you identify some differences here? How large India is? Okay, this is British India. They occupied India, so they prepared. Understand? It is called Hindustan. Which one? Hindustan. This is the first survey. It is the first India map based on the James Runnell survey. After this, in 1802 Common Era, there William Lamberton, who's that? William Lamberton. He was most important person, and this person, William Lamberton, prepared map of India starting from the Chennai. From where? Chennai he prepared. Understand? See, William Lamberton conducted a survey. He conducted a survey in the world that is starting from Chennai. Where is Chennai? Chennai is in Tamil Nadu. Where it is? Tamil Nadu. Right or not? So from the Chennai, he prepared, he taken that point from Chennai. So why does he taken that point from Chennai? It is near to the sea level. Which level? Sea level. Okay. Look at here. Where is Chennai? Here is Chennai. This is Chennai. Understand? So from this place, he started. Okay. His surveys in the world starting from Chennai in the south and to the Himalayas to determine the length of the longitude and also heights of various places. Where are Himalayas? Look at here. These are Himalayas. So from Chennai to Himalayas, he tried to know the length of the longitudes. Which one? Longitudes and height of the various places. This is the survey started by William Lamberton, but it completed by George Everest. Who completed? George. George Everest. As George Everest completed this survey, his name is given to the Mount Everest, which is the highest peak in the world. That peak got the name Everest by the services of George Everest.